Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to my channel. And I know I'm kind of late for this. Everybody's already had their reaction. They had their analysis and I'm here and I was sick for a couple of days. And when this one came out, I was excited, but I was just watching and I had a cold and I had fever. So it's already out and I've been thinking about it. I've been looking at it. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers who specifically does Path of Exile videos, and I love all of their reaction. Basically, what's going to happen in this coming league, it's going to shake the meta. Particularly, one that has been affected is the Righteous Fire build. A lot of players are kind of iffy about the nerf that the RF build has been nerfed by such much that I don't think that it's going to be viable. Some players who have are very creative will still find a way to make RF build work, but case to case basis. But I love what they did. This is going to absolutely shake every single meta because of what they did with the skill gems, wherein you can actually change what they do, and that's the thing that really got to me. It's like I think there, with one skill gem, I think it's 4 different stuff that could happen that are different. They will react differently, everything will be different, and that really caught my eye. But what really caught my eye is the Warlock of the Mists. As you can see, there will be at least 4 these things will be specters or corpse that you can raise. All right, so we have the Perfect Hydra, we have the Imperfect Dark Marionette, we have the frozen imperfect frozen cannibal, and then we have the imperfect fiery cannibal. Now I'm going to be straight up with you guys. When Affliction comes out, I am going to be a guardian with the guardian minion skill, the towering golden thing, purity or whatever you want to call him. And then this is going to be part, or if not main build. I mean, just look at this. Cast Firestorm, it casts Flame Dash, and then they become empowered if an allied frozen cannibal is nearby. Casts Cremation while empowered. Now, the frozen cannibal is of course another specter. This one casts Glacial Cascade, Arctic Armor, uses Glacial Hammer, becomes empowered if the allied fiery cannibal is nearby. Glacial Cascade triggers Ice Nova, not wild. What? Glacial Cascade triggers Ice Nova on hit while empowered. So if you have these 2 guys, it's going to be insane. Spectre builds this season is going to be insane. And of course, with some imagining of whatever you can put on your gear with +1 specters, you can also get another one. This is the next thing that I want to get. The Perfect Hydra fires a barrage of arrows, fires a hail of arrows, fires Forking Arrow, and then at the same time it casts Hatred. When it does cast the Hatred aura, I believe that every single minion, including you as the player, would have that benefit, and it would be awesome. Not much information is here on the Imperfect Dark Marionette. All it says is that it reforms after being killed. I really want to know what its skills are, but if it does reform itself when it gets killed, then that's something. That's like a cast and forget thing, similar to if you're going with a golem build and you go with a what do you call that route? The one when a golem dies, it just resummons itself after 4 seconds. That is going to be interesting. So next, I also saw this, the Wild Wolf Primalist. So we have different things that you can unlock in a slotted, brand new ascendancy thing. I forgot to mention that there's going to be a brand new ascendancy aside from your main ascendancy, which is already OP. This one has Howl of the Wolf. So your war cries attempt to shake extra items from corpses. Your war cries also open chests. Now this to me is a callback to Diablo 2, the Barbarian. When he's shouting and then more loot comes up. It reminds me of that animation from Carbot. It's really funny. But anyway, and then you have 5% increased character size. Equip a Wildwood Rucksack, which has a 20 inventory slots. I think we saw this in the trailer which is kind of cool. You know, it's a small area wherein you could put more items in it. I don't know if that's going to be really helpful, because you kind of just pick up what you need, you know, when you're doing most runs. And then of course you have the sockets over here, which is going to be interesting. I am very interested on what sort of charms will the game spawn. Now of course it's unmodifiable. You can't modify it, you can't divine it or exalt it. So it's really interesting. I'm really interested in what else sort of charms the game would give us. It's going to be OP. That's going to be for sure. And since these ones are all magic, so I'm wondering if there are unique ones, or if there are just rare ones that are really, really good to use. That's something that's going to be interesting to look forward to. Of course, we have valuable new rewards, or wait a minute, hold on, I forgot to mention something. Oh yeah, this one too. The what do you call this? Wardens of the Magi. This one is really interesting too, which is basically sort of a new flask that you could put in your flask inventory, and then they have some sort of value into it. Where was it? Okay, you can apply tinctures to your equipped weapons. And then you have flask adjacent to apply tinctures get 3 charges when you hit an enemy with a weapon, no more than once every second. So that's, well, if you're attacking so much, so that's like 3 in, I don't want to do the math. Flask adjacent to flask adjacent to apply tincture have 30% increased effect when used if you've hit an enemy with a weapon recently. So this one, it's more of you need to use the weapon and you need to hit. So that's like a mini mage blood, smaller than mini mage blood. So if you put it in the center, and then you have 2 flasks over here, and then you use that, the adjacent flask would then get a 30% increase effect, which is interesting. So there's a lot of things that we can play around with that one. Increased armor, increased do we get increased damage, flat damage? I don't know, with unique flask maybe. So there's a lot of things that we can do with that. And then we have this one, tinctures applied to you have 75% increased effect per empty flask slot. So that's another stuff that you guys could probably think of when running a build. Your hits against marked enemies cannot be blocked or cannot be suppressed, which is nice. Rare and unique enemies within 120 meters have minimap icons. I don't get that. Rare and unique enemies within 120 meters have minimap icons. Oh, so wait, alright, I get it. So they're on the minimap. Okay, interesting. So we have Grant's level 20 bark skin. I think I kind of saw this. It's an additional armor that deteriorates while you get hit. So that's aside from your armor. I believe that if you have the bark skin will deteriorate first before the damage gets into your armor, except if it's poison or chaos damage. I think that's what I think about this. Not yet sure. Chance, wait, I think there's a description down below. No, there's no description. Alright, 10% chance to avoid non-damaging ailments on you per bark below maximum. 10% reduced duration of damaging ailments on you per bark. Alright, so it's numeric, I see. And then finally, this is the interesting part. Both of the Magi, defenses from equipped body armor are doubled if it has no socketed gems. That sounds really promising, but get this. Plus 50% to all elemental resistances if you have an equipped helmet, but then with no sockets. So with no socketed gems. Plus 25% increased maximum life if you have equipped gloves, but with no sockets or socketed gems. 30% increased movement speed if you have equipped boots, but with no socketed gems. It sounds kind of iffy, but if you actually think about it, I think you can make a good build with this if you have a good 6-link two-handed weapon, like a two-handed melee weapon, or a two-handed staff that's 6-socketed. I think it's cool. because you still get the defenses from your armor doubled. I think that includes resistance, or does it? If it's armor, then it's already good. So, and then you go with Juggernaut, which doubles it again. Wow. So movement speed is fine. Then you have the additional movement speed in your. I think you still get the bonuses from all of those, from the gloves, and then from the helmet, and then from the armor. You still get the bonuses from all of those, and then from the helm. It's just that if you want these bonuses, there must be no gem equipped in them. So a couple of things there. Maybe you can go dual wielding, so you only have like 6 gems, or you could go full on max whatever with a two-handed weapon, and then 6 link socket. Pretty interesting. And then I've already discussed this, that this is the build that I'm going to do. And then we have level 20 Ravenous skill. I don't know what that is yet. Summon Dark Effigy skill. And then this one's actually really interesting. Skills cost life instead of mana. Skills reserve life instead of mana. And then removes all mana. And then 50% increase life reservation from reservation efficiency of skills. And then I wonder if you get the similar stuff from the Juggernaut right down below again. So that's more reservation efficiency, I guess. So this is going to be perfect for low life builds, in my opinion. I haven't done a low life build yet. It's pretty risky and pretty expensive. So for them, this is going to be a godsend. I don't know if I'm going to touch this. Spells you cast yourself gain added physical damage equal to 75% of life cost, if life cost is not higher than the maximum that you could spend. So that's a good additional physical damage. Maybe ethereal or bladefall sort of stuff build. And then removes all energy shield, gain maximum life of energy shield from equipped armor items. So, but then you get a -6 maximum life per level. So that's like, you know, you need to stack up on energy shield really high to offset the -6 maximum life per level. And then this one is interesting. Warlock of Power grants level 20 pacify skill. I don't know what that is. Pacify curses all targets in the area, having no effect at first, but causing them to deal no damage once 60% of the curse duration. That's okay. Huh. They would have been dead before that. So I don't know if that's going to be useful. Alright, Penance of Mark. The Penance of Mark causes a single enemy, causes them to spawn multiple phantasms when hit. Oh my god! The phantasms will be allies of the marked enemy with the same monster level. They cast a projectile which deals physical damage and are immune to curses. You can only have one mark at a time. What the hell? I don't know how to take advantage of that. Affliction. Permanently afflicts any of your damageable minions in the targeted area, causing them to take physical damage over time at an accelerating rate. Each such minion causes you to regenerate life at the rate based on the current damage of its affliction debuff. What the hell? Alright, I just lost it. Afflicted minions explode their life lowered to a fifth of the maximum. Alright, that's a lot of words, but the take here is that the afflicted minions explode if their life is lowered to fifth of the maximum. So what is the damage of the explosion though? Is it based on their life? I don't know. Sounds fun, but I don't know. Enemies pacified by you take 20% increased damage. Good. Minions affected by affliction have onslaught. Good. Phantasms from Penance Mark have a 50% chance to grant a Val soul on death. Oh, alright, now I get it. It's for Val. It's for the Val soul. It's for a Val build. Phantasms from Penance Mark get 50% increased flask charges. This is for a specific build. This thing, it's going to be for a specific build targeting Val, like Val builds. Oh my god, this sounds powerful. Yeah, now that I've read this, what was it? Now that I've read this, this really sounds awfully powerful for Val-based builds. So that's something to play around. That's really cool. All right, so did we talk about this? Yeah, we already talked about this. I hope that there are rares and there are uniques of that, and we're going out to the unique. So this was really interesting. The Untouched Soul, plus 40 to maximum life for each empty red socket on any equipped item, as long as they are empty. Red. That's ridiculous. That's just insane. 225 accuracy rating for each empty green socket on any equipped item. Plus 40 to maximum mana for each empty blue socket. I don't really care about mana. Wait, there's a build that what was it? Oh god, it was already featured on Build of the Week. His damage was based off of mana. They are going to love this. I'd have to revisit that. Anyway, plus 18 to all elemental resistances for each empty white socket or any equipped item. So tabula rasa. That's all I can think of there. So pretty good. This is a good combo. I see that as a good combo with this one. You know, as long as they're empty, you get all of that bonus. Alright? And then you get all of this bonus if you have the amulet. My suspicion is this is going to cost probably at minimum 10 divs. This is 10 divs at minimum. Alright, so we have Trickster's Smile, plus 75% increased armor and evasion. Reflects cold, and then fire, and then lightning damage to melee attackers. When an enemy hits, deals elemental damage to you, their resistances to those elements becomes 0. What skill are you thinking about? Wild Strike! Wild Strike! This is a perfect helm for a Wild Strike build. Interesting. But I want to see what other variations of Wild Strike there would be. So it's going to be interesting. Plus 12 to level of socketed skill gems. 100% increased armor. Plus 84 to maximum mana. Minus 2 to level of socketed skill gems per socketed gem. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. If you count everything, that's 10. So you only get plus 2 if you fill in the blanks. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. What if you had what's a good skill? Dual Strike, level 31 Dual Strike, and then add Multi Strike, so that's going to be level 29. So that you can just have, you know, 3 attacks at the same time. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. So next, what do we have? So we have the Return of the Ultimatum. I don't really know this. When this came out, I believe that I didn't play it. So I'm not sure how to react with this one. This one is nice though. Applies a random quality type and the amount of quality to a corrupted ring, amulet, or belt. So yeah, I think that's going to be interesting depending on how you wanna, you know, play it. But I didn't know. I don't know what the that league was all about. This is the bread and butter of what this league is. It drastically changes every single skill gem, or I think even support gems are changed. No, there's no support gems. I'm pretty sure that there are support gems that have been changed. But anyway, the thing that caught my eye is this one, the blink arrow of bombarding clones. So basically what you do now is you can fire 3 clones, and then they fire, of course, rain of arrows, which is good. It's a minion build. It could be a minion build. It could be an effective minion build. It could, you know, move around the Templar. And I was also thinking about going down the Ranger. But then, this is a minion though, so most of the minion nodes are on the upper left hand side of the skill tree. So probably a witch could take could take advantage of this. Probably a Templar could take advantage of this too, because primarily the way that you'd increase this is through minions, minion damage, minion life, you know, all of those nodes that are located over there. So there's a lot. Also, one of the things that I really wanted to experiment on is this one, animate weapon of ranged arms. So what this gem animates now is ranged weapons like bows. So this is going to be interesting though. The thing is that its duration is only like 40 seconds. So how is that? So what if I had a unique chinsol? I had 6 of them, and I casted, you know, this animate weapon on all of those 6. So after 40 seconds, they just die. I refuse to accept that. There must be an item which would make this infinitum. Which would make this infinite. They probably just didn't announce it. I mean, GGG is not dumb. That's a cool idea. That's a really cool idea, having unique items up, and then, you know, having their abilities there. So I'm pretty sure that there's an item somewhere here on this new league that's going to either make this infinite. Yeah, make this infinite. I mean, it's going to be a waste. Like, say for example, you have like 6 chinsols, and then after 40 seconds they're all dead. Come on. No, that's not cool. That's not cool. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Again, this one, another one that, you know, every YouTuber is reacting is the Ray Zombie of the Falling. So does not require a corpse. So basically, the zombie just falls off the air. It's funny. It's not AOE though. It's not AOE. So it's not AOE. So you don't know. So there's no area of effect. The area of effect is stagnant. The area of effect is there. So yeah, it's pretty funny. What about if you add minion speed? So will it increase the speed of the zombie falling? We don't know. We don't know. So it's interesting and it's funny. Somebody is going to make a meme build about this. Somebody is going to make a meme build about that for sure. Alright, and so that's all I have for tonight. I do apologize if I was late. I was sick, and then we had trading, so my time in making videos are really getting shorter and shorter. Alright, so that's going to be it for me, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm going to see you guys on the next part of my video. Have a good one.